which you shall endure. This is the coat of arms all my soldiers will be using when they're under my banner. Hopefully you will be too, whoever it is that is watching this video. Yes, you. I am rich, so I will bring plenty of supplies. The approval of the peasantry which will be joining me, they will be tolerant, as I am nobility, and they don't have a choice. However, the weather will be very, very shit. It will make travelling here quite interesting, shall we say the least, as the carts get stuck in the mud. Huzzah! We have finally landed! I will greet you to the local peasants, or my followers. This is Dorothy, you see. She is magnificent, the best beast I could find to help us load and tug along all of our cargo. Over here you have Bob and Greg. Hello, chaps. Over here you have Steve and Graham. Graham is a bit pissed off with me. I caught him with Dorothy the other day. Yes, I know, quite disturbing. We have set up camp. I believe we are far enough away from civilization now. I will claim this land as my own. Yes! I will not tell anybody, but I reckon that my father will eventually get a whiff of this and try to charge me taxes, as he is a bastard. Just a quick look in my diary, this is what I'd put. You know, just summing it up. The pleasantry of the fire with the peasants. Quite tolerable, but yes, quite nice on a spring-summer's day. Well, not a spring-summer's day, obviously, but you know, it's a bit of that in-between season, so we better get some food soon. My current goals are to build a granary to store said food, a logging camp to build everything that we need, a foraging hut as there are apparently lots of tasty, juicy berries that we can nibble on to sustain ourselves. And a storehouse for all of the logging things that we need. As I would like to build up this little town, what will be a city at some stage, I'll be building the wooden choppy logging camp here, right next to camp. As you see, there are plenty of wood. Lots of trees in which I can construct the greatest city I have ever envisioned for myself. Work has commenced. As you can see, Dorothy is being put to use. After a short few days of break, we are now beginning the works of my grand manor. Yes, this... Right, oh wow. What on earth? They're hammering the ground. What on earth is going on? What are you doing, men? How is that achieving anything? Hammering the ground and you're putting... What on earth? Just casually going to watch them in the bushes now. I'm quite suspicious that I haven't brought peasantry with me. Rather, witches and demons. Suspicion is growing. Over here will be where the granary and the storehouse will be built. Quite safe from any banditry that may wander these lands. I do not know this area well, so I would rather keep it secure. Poor Dorothy is having to lug these logs up this great hill. This is where the foraging hut will be built, as there are plenty of berries. The really nice moist ones. Let's go and try and find some. I believe these are the bushes in which the berries are found upon. They don't look like much, do they? But Bob assures me that you can eat these and they will provide for us. Well, you never know, it's got to be better than that shit bread that we brought. It's getting rather stale. Just doing a quick security check. This is the makeshift road which was already here. And from this road you can see our little camp. However, I don't think there will be any major risk of any banditry, as we aren't exposing ourselves too much. I haven't seen any travelling merchants come down this road, so word will not get out. But while we are here, this is a marvellous view. I'm quite looking forward to having my manor built upon it. The view will be glorious. I will make sure I have the best view in the entire city. All of this area is rather flat. I will commission the woodcutters which work at that establishment just over there to chop down this bunch of trees first. I believe this area will be the main market, along with some peasant housing as well. Oh yes, they do need a place to live after all. The tents, well, they get rather cramped, you see. I don't like to admit it, but at the moment I'm sharing with the peasants. They rather do smell. This is the logging camp. As you can see, Bob here, hello Bob, is beginning to work here. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Have they built the wrong thing? The bloody peasants have done it again. They have screwed up my plans. This is why you hire more sophisticated, wealthy people to get the job done. They deal with this for you. You see, they have built an area in which firewood is created, not logs, for building things. The stupid people. Oh! Look at this establishment. There's even moss growing in the roof already. It is only a few days old. What on earth is going on? Honestly, I cannot believe either. This is your fault. Get away from me. This is now going to be the location of the logging camp. I've made sure that that mistake will never happen again. Some severe bum slapping ensued, and a red arse is now sophisticated enough to understand that that cannot happen again. My city will now be built. Just a little bit slower. Good heavens. Now you see, this is the logging camp and what it should look like. It is a rather good job that I found out that mistake earlier. It's not like I've got anything else to do. Managing peasants used to be more of a pastime, but now it is clearly a necessity. You see, I'm that troubled I cannot get my words out properly. You did it? Oh my goodness, Bob, you lunatic! Check this out. Oh my goodness! How on earth did you get that roof on so quickly? Steve, tell me your secrets, please. You have clearly been hiding something from me this entire time. Steve, don't try and hide from me. I'm currently hiding in the tent, while the rain passes by and the bread gets wet. We will now all be having soggy baps as we progress now until the berries are harvested. This is just disgusting. Honestly, I know the bread is stale, but it isn't waterproof yet. Anyway, despite that dilemma, avoiding the rain has given me a little bit of time to plan the next stage of my development. I have constructed the granary and the storehouse, the foraging hut and the wood-cutting camp, as well as a logging camp, but you know, it is what it is now. I require housing for these peasants in order for them to stick around. They keep grumbling about the tents being shit and they cannot have any privacy. So I better building some houses. They also miss their wives. You see, the children and wives haven't come with us just yet. They required a home to stay in to join us. Also need a well. People are getting a bit pissed off with drinking from the river, and then somebody has a wee in it upstream. This prank has been going on for far too long. Mainly by me, but they do not know that yet, do they? Huzzah! All of this rain is getting my boots muddy. There aren't any roads here currently, which is quite disappointing. I'm having to clean my boots constantly. I mean, look at the muddy mess that Dorothy has to stay in now. It's disgraceful. We need that animal. She is the prime worker here. I will have to get some roads built. I may even build a roundabout around it. Yes, that will be glorious. Look! The roundabout is complete! Yes! There are some muddy puddles here, but from this point I can build everything. Supremeness will be my way. Nobility will rule this land again. You see this? This is what you call disappointment. Who on earth would like a wet, a moist bath? Honestly, these peasants are idiots. I do not know if I can carry on. Depression is getting to me. The thought of a wet bath with berries on it, as that is all we have to eat. I don't know if I can stomach it anymore. Steve, avoid me for the rest of the year. This was your job. Clearly you cannot do it. Well, clearly, as you're now carrying air. You absolute fool! Steve isn't much better, but at least he picks up the firewood and moves it on. Clearly, staying warm is a higher priority than eating. This rain is really fucking me off. Hello, Dorothy. Thank you for your hard work. Not you, peasant. You are a dick. Yes, that's it. Walk away from me. As you can see, this area has been mildly cleared. The rain has stopped, but there are still some muddy puddles. The housing of the first 5 peasantry families will be here, right in the middle of everything, so that they have no excuse for dilly-dallying around like you, sir! Yes, I told him off there, didn't I? Huzzah! These tents are getting ruined. It's been a couple of months now. Excuse me, how dare you walk so close to me, peasant? Bloody animals they are. Yes, these tents are now a bit shit. Rain always gets in. I wish I hadn't have gone here. It's like living back in England. Never stops bloody raining. What are you doing? Honestly, peasantry. Slacking off again. I'm not kidding, this bread must be bulletproof. I don't know where I sourced it from. This man is still doing nothing. It is still not covered, Steve! God damn it. I've just had an epiphany. You see, this bread is as stale as a rock and is practically waterproof now, despite it raining constantly, just like it does in England. You know, it actually passes through my system rather well. Those berries loosen me up. I am now actually on a normal... Well, I'm not going to say it, which is rather dirty. But yes, my system is running well. The fibre is flowing. Hello, Dorothy. The first peasant house is built. It is a lot better than those shitty tents we've been staying in. I might claim this one and bugger everybody else. I'm nobility and require and deserve better housing than everybody here. This might only be classed as peasantry housing, but it is the best building here to have a good nap. Also, I would like some womanly company. Here would be the best place. I do not want the peasants sneaking in too much. They can have a peek through the windows and observe my prowess if they like, I suppose. Another little plan I have is these gardens, well, backyards, despite there being a toilet in the back of it, we can use what is remaining there as fertilizer for the gardens in which I will get them to construct here, growing vegetables. That way we can actually grow other things, and I can use carrots on Georgina. That was her favourite pastime in England. She's one of the peasantry's wives, but, you know, I'm nobility and get what I want. She used to love that large carrot. Work has begun on it. I have laid out the groundworks. Steve has dug it over, and soon there will be vegetables growing here. Georgina will be pleased. She could handpick the one that she would like from this very garden. Superb. In my pure stroke of genius and prowess, I've decided to build this. Well, it will be a well. Right, okay, around the roundabout, you see. How superb of me. You see, this is why I'm nobility. Connect it. Excuse me, do you have a disagreement with that? I thought so. The roundabout will be connected directly to the water fountain, as I like to call it. Yes, superb. I've told you, hammering the ground doesn't do anything. The bread, or bricks, as I like to now call them, has finally been moved. It has only taken 4 months. Ridiculous. There is still firewood yet to move. It will be half rotten by winter. They better keep me the best bits. No doubt they will be hiding some in the bushes. Oh, Dorothy. Is Steve giving you a hard time again? I know, it is rough, isn't it? Would you like me to massage you down there to make sure he... Oh. Not again. No, Steve, don't do it. Do not take her into the bushes. We know what you do. Unfortunately, there is nothing I can do. I'm sorry, Dorothy. That man has an axe. The well, or the water fountain, is complete. It is a very dark abyss. I do hope that the water down there is much cleaner than, well, the piss-filled river we've been drinking from. That is still a prank which is going on. Oh, while you're here, come and meet Georgina. Hello, Georgina. Oh, yes, I suppose. Georgina, it is fine. Steve and Bob are not here. You can talk to me, you know. You will not get molested later. Well, for me you will. The second home is built. Oh look, you can see this boundary line. What on earth is this? There you go, it is now gone. I'm still moving that firewood, I see. You've only been at it for about 4 or 5 months now. You idiot. But yes, this home, again, I will build, well, they will build another garden in it. Free food for everybody, and a greater amount of carrots to choose from. Hey, Georgina. Oh, I keep embarrassing her. She's going to leave me if I carry on. Oh, might be because Bob and Steve are there. Good heavens. You see, if you had have built these buildings quicker for you lot, then you wouldn't be getting wet, would you? But no, you have to do it slowly. And still get wet in the tent. That's why it stinks, you dirty peasants. This is the last house in which I have commissioned for construction. This will be the 5th. That will mean that all the men here can now bring all of their families. They will be most pleased. Excellent. Hello again, you. So, this is now going to be the next part of my manor. Hello, you. This is going to be the next expansion of my grand city. So, there have been complaints again. Bloody peasants. So they would like a market. You see, they want it easy to be able to get food and firewood and clothing. I don't understand why they can't just use their legs to go and get these things. But no, they want things from me, so I'm going to have to get off my noble arse and do something about it. Otherwise, well, they're not going to do it, are they? And on this thought as well, I have no friends. I require some people of higher wealth and status. To do this, I will have to get beer. Bring them in that way. I will have to construct a church. And I will also need to get some high-quality venison and maybe even some fresh bread. We shall see. But all those things I will be doing. That way I can then build higher-quality housing and bribe them in. That way I will not be the only person of some stature and wealth in the village. I believe I will use the roundabout again. I will build a market here. Yes, it will be glorious and magnificent. Been told the berries in this area have run out. They will only grow again next year. This means that I now have a free peasant to do some building for me. So with this, I do believe I will be building mainly in the winter. I require more peasants. It has now come to the time where I need to build more housing for people that aren't even here yet. Bob and Steve and Greg have all decided that they would like their friends to come up here as well. So I am commissioning 2 more houses here for 2 of their family's friends. And then I can build more things and have the peasants do more for me and themselves. I must be careful, however. As you see, this is all the food we have. Currently, supposedly, this will last us 6 months. What on earth are you doing? Oh, thank you. So yes, we have the wet, waterproof, moist bread, which you can make a moist berry bath with. That is all we have. If I let in too many of these friends' families too quickly, they will eat it all up, and I will not have enough food to go through the winter. I do not want to have to eat one of the peasants. Ooh, I am glad you have just joined me. Have a look at this. Majestic animals, just in the bushes. Let's be quiet, I will sneak up on them. Look at this. With this rain, I have managed to sneak up on them. They seem to look at me a bit and not pay any attention. Let's see if I can get closer. Good heavens! Look at this stag! It is most impressive. All of them. What beasts! Oh my goodness! I think I startled one of them. There are so many. I will commission a hunting group to get these beasts. I would like the venison very much. I'm getting a bit sick of eating shit bread and berries. You know, protein would be nice. There are only so many other sources of protein in this village. Oh, that is my last protein shot I will need for this year, I believe, with the venison coming. Superb. Don't you dare tell anybody about this, Greg. I'm leaving the house first, so nobody's suspicious. Just realized, with these animals now being hunted, I could create more fresh clothing. Hopefully this way... Oh, Dorothy. Hopefully the peasants won't stink as much. It has been 8 months now since anybody has had any fresh clothing. I mean, the well helped a bit, but, you know, stains appear. The tannery is getting there now. I mean, look at this dark magic these men do. We've seen it before now a few times in this diary. They just hit the wall and, wow, a roof is on. What on earth is it? Can you please tell me what this is? We are now down to 4 months worth of food and the meat production is building greatly. Look at this. Fine work. This is one of the newer peasants. He is called, what is your name again? David? Oh, good man. He is a skilled butcherer. He comes from England. Look at it. We will now have meat for everybody. Well, more importantly, for me. Huzzah! Winter has arrived. It is mid-November. Snow keeps piling up. Doesn't it look majestic and beautiful? It's rather glorious. Oh my goodness, this land is moving on its own. What on earth is going on? In the village a bit. Yes. People are still working hard, which is nice to see. Oh, get out of the way. Magnificent. The logging men are still hard at work. These logs will now be heavier. Poor Dorothy will have to use more of her pure strength. The woods looks great, quite graceful, especially with these animals here occupying it. They must be struggling. The food and the grass they would normally eat would be buried in what looks like about a foot of snow. It would be a shame if they withered and died, so we have to eat them ourselves. Look at this! I saw a travelling merchant yesterday, and he provided me with a balloon. This allows me to create, or at least visualize, a top-down view of my village. I will see if I can get another angle. It's gone a bit high. Look at it. Majestic. It is a bit lower now. The air temperature, he says, affects the altitude. But yes, it doesn't look like that much right now. As you can see, it's a bit covered in snow. It has wandered off a bit, and now you can see a better angle. I will have to acquire as how to get more of these balloons. Oh, is that Georgina in the background? Is she with Bob? Oh no. I will have to reassert my dominance again. The market in which I spoke of has now begun for me. It will all be orientated around Dorothy's hitching post and the most magnificent roundabout you have ever seen. Look what the peasants have found. Look! You might not be able to see it very well in the snow, but iron is here. You do know what that means? That means I can create tools. So I can create lots of back gardens. The vegetables will be glorious, as everyone will have their own allotment, and I won't have to do anything, as they will have to do it to feed themselves. Oh, Dorothy, are you rather chilly? At least you get lots of company this way, with the market being here. Yes, that water must be bloody freezing. Has Bob been paying you visits again? I hope he keeps you warm. I take that as a yes. With it being January, and oh, don't mind me, by the way, I'm just in David's garden, inspecting it for impurities. So as I was saying, we have 6 months worth of food currently, and it is January. For me, this gives me enough reason to build more peasantry housing. I can get more things done. Yes. The new peasantry houses are complete. Excuse me, darling. Look at this now. It looks quite like it's getting there. The snow is thawing off, and we have 3 new families in which I can set to work. Over there is the new foraging hut, as now we have 2 sources of berry bushes to acquire more berries from. Despite me being sick to death of the berries, we require more to feed these filthy peasants. The meat shall all be mine. Well, that's the way I'm thinking of it anyway. And the bread or the moist baps have neither run out, so these vegetables better get growing rather quickly. Might have to take them away from Georgina. Unless it's for extra flavour, of course. Huzzah! Currently, there was only one family here, working in the logging camp. To speed things up, I have now placed 2 families here, one of which is from the new set of houses that we built earlier. Hello, I do not know your name, but I am your lord. Bow down to me. I don't think I've shown you the tower yet, have I? It is quite a filthy place. You see, those bowls are actually full of human piss. You see, that is how we do it around here. We make leather and convert the skins and hides to a more preserved state of usable leather with human piss. If you do not believe me, look it up in a book. You see the iron mine in the distance? Well, if you can't, that is what it is. I have decided to build a trading post here. You see, I can sell the iron and the excess leather that I will be making now. It is a fully good production route to make money. I can then acquire sheep to make better clothing. This is what is needed for the wealthier nobility. Well, I will be the only nobility, but the wealthier classes in which I can then call friends. I can then also purchase chickens and goats for eggs and milk. Excellent. The plan is coming together nicely. I have had the most glorious idea. You see these trees? They are blocking a potentially glorious view. I will commission them to be chopped down and used in future construction, just so that I can stand here and observe everybody that passes. It is now March and the berries have returned. And also the first crops of vegetables are here. You know what this means, Georgina? The newest addition to this great city, well, my great city, is the trading post. It is now complete. I will now sell excess leather for 6 silver each item. Currently we have 35 in stock. Doesn't seem to be going to be running out anytime soon, as the peasants don't use that much of it. So I might as well profit from it. This way I can get regional wealth and get chickens and goats and more oxen, as poor Dorothy is looking a bit tired nowadays. She's been at this for nearly 3 years. Bloody hell, I'm sorry about the racket. The woodcutters are now clearing this area. However, I have just sowed plenty of leather. The passing merchant passed. I just missed him. I was not quick enough. I don't run, I'm nobility. But I made 54 silver from this. That is enough for, what, 5 more oxen? This building here, which I just commissioned, will be where livestock will be traded. This could be sheep or oxen. This will be excellent. Speed things up magnificently. Make Philippa a happy ox, as she will have buddies. Look at this! The first ox has arrived! Look at this! The first ox has arrived. We shall name the new one Lisa. The most magnificent ox in all of the land. What a beautiful, powerful beast. We do not want to mess with her. This is a good day, as you will see in a moment. Whichever house it is, they told me it's on this block somewhere, that the first lot of chickens have arrived. This means the eggs will be here, and I will not need protein shots any longer. The venison is great, however, after a while it tends to rip your teeth out. We do not have any sophisticated cooking ovens around here. It's just kind of a bit of a crisp on the fire. These chickens will provide some softer protein. I suppose it is what I'm used to anyway. You see, I have to be careful. This food here is about 7 months worth of food. And we have already picked all the berries for the year, and it is only July. This means that currently we only have 7 months worth of food. Now we will get continuous subsistence from the deer as they repopulate. However, it is quite concerning, as we have, we have the vegetables from these 2 gardens over here somewhere. So I'm just making sure that we survive the winter without struggling. We need more food production to get more peasants in. It is winter again, and look, we have a travelling merchant. Hello, sir, would you like some leather? Excuse me, do not ignore me. Oh, also, sir, I think your cart is broken. The wheels are going rather spinny. Might be to do with the weather, but it doesn't make any sense. Sir, please do come back. Update on the ox acquiring mission. We have 2 here. Another one here. This is Dorothy, by the way. Can't you tell by her unique features? Another one here. This one is Lisa. Can you not tell by her unique features? And here is the other one, currently being led by Georgina. We are using this disguise to get into the woods. It is a bit chilly, but she likes it brisk. The food situation has been improved. We have now commissioned goats, as you can see, little goatees, aren't they pretty? We have lots more chickens for extra protein shots. And just up here, we have some vegetable gardens. There might not be too much to see regarding this, however, as well, it's winter. Not much grows. Are you okay? Are you waiting for Bob to get out of the toilet? I see. I'll leave you to it then. But yes, more... Is that a goat? That is a goat. And more chickens. Most excellent. We will be swimming in protein. With the food situation and the firewood situation under control, despite it being January, we have enough food to commission more housing for the peasants. That is a rather nice jacket. I may even award him with a more luxury home once we have built them. Yes. Oh, excuse me, that is rather rude. I think he's jealous. But look at the oxen at work. Ravaging that fence with that log. Do not trip me up. Oh my goodness, this is chaotic. And this is only 3. No, 4. Where is the other one? Oh, it is coming. Oh my glorious worker army. The oxes are superb. I have just had a lovely time with Georgina. I would just like to show you something. She keeps commenting on it. Are you ready? It is my ass and my bulge! It is supreme! Yes! I bet you can't beat that. A mission I had earlier, which I did tell you about if you were paying any attention, is that I would get this area cleared of big, bushy trees, so I could see the peasants and the farms. Well, not farms yet, but the peasantry housing. Look, the view is superb. It is most glorious. You have the mountains in the back. I might even remove this building and move it somewhere else so I could build my manor upon it. Your house is so full of good wood that I can actually start thinking about building my manor. I have 80 logs in which I can construct my bailey, my manor, a garrison tower, oh yes, you'll be looking forward to that one, and a tax collecting office. No doubt that the local peasants have been chatting to the local merchants, and word would have got to my father. Oh, Dorothy, do shut up. You appear a bit stuck. Never mind. Georgina, please sort that out, please. Yes, no doubt word would have got to my family. Though they will be demanding some kind of family tax, you know, as it is. The main reason I left that area is because I do not like the atmosphere back at home. It is quite distraught. My brother is a bit of a dick. My sister does whatever she likes. And my father, well, he left mother. Well, he didn't leave her. He has about 10 concubines. His head is just so up his own arse, I cannot cope with it anymore. So I thought I would go up here and be a free nobility man, be lord of all these peasants, you know. As well, I do not like competition, and out here I could do what I like. Look at what I have created so far. It just lacks now a place of my own. Yes, I have grown weary. I have not had a beer for nearly a year and a half, so I have rushed this. Fuck the manor, I want a beer. So this area here will be for beer, barley. This area will be for fresh bread. I miss the bread, despite it being waterproof and rather moist. A moist bap berry sarnie sounds fantastic right now, and I miss it. And I also want this beer. We have also managed to finally get some sheep. I can then get some weavers to create more superior clothing. The nobility will be joining me in no time. Up here, I finally decided to make use of the iron. So far, I have not needed it. But I need tools, and the local tradesmen are being a dick and not getting any. I only need a few, so for that I have to now construct a whole area for it. I have the mine itself, a blacksmith, and a person that makes the iron, smelter. There we go, that word will do. The smelter and a blacksmith. Lots of work, all for a few tools. What a pain in the arse. I will also be having extra storage here. Oh my goodness me, you can snuck up on me then. Extra storage here, as there will be wool and a weaver's place and iron and things, so it seems appropriate to have extra storage. I will show you what it looks like in a moment. Look at this! This sheep farm has a black box of doom in it. Before we progress, may I ask that you press the like button on this video. It has been one absolute pain in the arse to create this video. I have had to keep this up for ages. I do believe that requires a reward, and if you found it funny, please do tell me in the comments. I like to know when I'm being funny. You know, because then other people might find it funny and I will carry on being, well, at least attempting to be, funny. Sorry about the weather, but I must show you that the weaver's hut is complete. Yes, this means I will now be able to commission better clothing. This is the sheep farm. Sheep are over there. Should we have a quick look? Hello, sir! Your sheep are mighty fine. Yes, they are mine, so do not do anything inappropriate to the sheep. I thought I would show you this as well. They are mining the iron rather well. They don't seem unproductive at all. They're getting on with it, like good peasants shall. This will be the bloomery. He will be creating the invisible eye, which he has just picked up. I'm putting it into a solid slab. And then this man over here... Oh, he's slacking again. I'll go find him. One moment. Finally, I have found the blacksmith working. Hello. He has just finished what looks like to be a tool. There you go. Look at that big hammer he has. Rather impressive, is it not? Regardless, I need those tools to create this, the farm. That way we can get beer! The farmers do need farming tools after all. Also need the tools to create more vegetables, as they require hoes and things, you know. All the good stuff. To create more vegetables. Look at this, the farm now has tools, and this man is currently trying to watch my feet, man. These boots are worth more than your life. However... Ignore the peasantry, I do apologize. But this field will be the field of beer. I cannot wait to taste it. Good morning. I would like to show you the new updates in the area. This is... Oh my goodness. A floating ox! Oh my god, I need to go back to bed. I've had clearly too many mushrooms last night. The Bailey, not Bailey, sorry, I'm getting... rather enthusiastic about my manor. The barley is nearly ready. This will be supreme. Over there, we have the malt person who creates this into malt, and then the brewer creates the malt into beer. Excellent. I cannot wait. All the tools I will ever need have now been created. This means that the iron... Bloomer and the blacksmith are now really pointless. But I will keep these buildings here, just in case, you know, they do look rather good. More prestige for me. And yes, winter has set in again. Oh look, The sheep have been sheared, that is the word. Sheep have just been sheared. I do hope they don't run away. They were rather expensive. But I'm getting more sheep. Currently I have 5, as the weaver keeps complaining she has nothing to do. So I will give her something to do and get her more. Update for today. The winter has gone. We now have the barley, which is nearly ready to be harvested, and the wheat is now nearly ready as well. I will soon be able to enjoy fresh bread once again. It has been 3 years since I have had my lips around a good bap. The windmill is ready and is pumping away. We have also a oven. Watch, have a look. Better mind my head. That is a clear... Oh my goodness me, that is rather close. Has nobody thought of this? This is the communal oven in which the bread will be created. It's more like a pizza oven, to be completely honest. None of these peasants know what a pizza oven is, but I have travelled and been to Italia. The merchant, which passed just last year, has now given me some more balloons he has crafted. These ones I can control myself. Look. No. Isn't that amazing? Whoosh. Whoosh. This is what my village looks like now. It's most glorious. These are the fields. These are the peasant houses. Well, no, they're not. These are trading posts. The windmill looks rather glorious. These sheep need putting back in the pasture. Most of the peasants now live over here. Look at this. The roundabout. The old glorious one. Philippa and Dorothy. Some of the oxes and Lisa. Get a bit of a break nowadays. We have 5 of them after all. Peasants are living well. Working quite nicely. Oh, look at the oxes all stashed here. They can do what they like. Many vegetables, many goats, and many chickens. And this will be where my manor will be built. On top of this hill. The next mission begins. The new street is being created. 5 more peasant homes. Look at how busy it is around here. The noise is incredible. There are now over 72 people here. This will mean there will be maybe 85. Excellent. I will be able to tax them soon, and they will pay me with their lives if need be. I'm glad I placed these little buggers away from where my manor will be built. They are the noisiest animals alive. Trading is going well. I will now be selling the wool, not the wool, the yarn, which has been weaved from the wool, and the excess leather. Money is flowing. I received a letter from Father today. I told him about my massive mansion and manor which I was going to construct, but he said I cannot do it. Not until I have constructed a church. So, just like I should do my father's bidding, I will construct a church first, and then build my manor upon that hill. I've constructed the church right next to the inn. This will be for some comical entertainment from my view window. There was a foraging hut over here. I've relocated it off the top of the hill as my manor will go there. I have constructed a road that goes all the way around this tree line so I cannot be disturbed by the smell of peasants walking around. Fuck them, they can walk around my mansion. The church is complete! Look at this magnificent building! Glorious. I'll have to bribe a priest to let me do as I wish. Then there will be nothing that can stop me. And look at this little back door getaway. Excellent. There will be many things which traverse around here. Oh, damn it, the day has come! This is the day that my father has learnt and has sent a courier telling me I need to pay him money, the cheeky bastard. Thankfully, I have plenty. Well, The peasants do, so I need to create a tax office. Charge them a fortune, and then it will be all mine. Excellent plan. Work has begun in the Bailey. I have commissioned many towers around this area, and I want it well protected. Look at all of them with their hammers, but no nails or anything else to speak of. I will show you what it looks like in a moment. Look at my fortress, it is coming along very nicely now. Each one of these will have men garrisoning in it. The next stage is on the northern side. I do not want anybody sneaking in through the bushes. Good heavens, man! Be careful, you might fall off! Oh, I cannot believe it. The peasants have been fools and decided not to build the Bailey at all. This must be the world's biggest prank I have ever seen. The peasants must be really pissed about my prestige. I will have to tell them to do it again. While we wait for the peasants to correct their error, look, the Bailey. I have fortresses on my mind today. The barley is being harvested. This is most excellent, as it means I will soon have beer. This time they have built the Bailey itself. Everybody seems to be playing a game of stand still. Interesting. Might be another prank, but at least they've built the Bailey this time. I just now need to incorporate all of the many military towers. Using all the resources available to us today, we have many oxen and many people. This is the size of my mansion. I will go and get to Georgina as soon as I can. It's a rather shit day, but my house is complete. Look at this gloriousness. Extremely fit for any nobility. I will soon have friends in which I can have extravagant parties in it with. All they need now is alcohol. The party will be great. Over there, we are beginning the tax office to pay father his unduly money, and I will be building here the garrison tower, of which will protect all of my Bailey. And I will be building many little towers around to make it superior to anything that can be thrown at it. Look at my prowess! The tower is getting there, and the tax office is here as well. Superb! I'd better get taxing people. There needs to be a few roads in here. I shall sort that out immediately. Oh, wow. Those panels are really going in quick there, Bob. Keep it up. It begins. The tower is built. My prowess will reign supreme. I am now building the many towers which they were supposed to build last time, but decided to pull a prank on me. Oh, good heavens! Dorothy! Excuse me, I am nobility now! Jeez. This is my town. City, with the fortress on the hill, is in traditional fashion. I hope you enjoyed this. This video, again, has been a pain in the ass to create. Please like it if you did enjoy it. Comment on how you would have done things differently. Comment if you liked the way this video was done. And comment if you'd like me to do something else similar. Tell me what you need. I am Lord MoisTea, and I will be showing you now quick flashbacks. Well, not flashbacks, but village overlays, as you can see. This is the fortress, which has been crafted. Rather majestic. Supreme in every way. No one will be able to penetrate this. Many of the peasants have chickens, goats, or vegetables. Food is unlimited. Fruits are... Fresh bread is going to be made, and we also have sheep for superior clothing. Beer is actually on the way. In fact, yes, before I finish this video, let's have a party. The grand opening of the pub is open! Everybody is currently building the new, improved, wealthy houses just over here. My friends will be joining. I might even execute all of the villagers here and upgrade all of them to the wealthier frenzy which I can have. What a good idea. I better not shout it too much. People might get a bit pissed off. Look at the design. They are really improving the look already. This one seems to be finished. Much larger than the peasant houses. This one is nearly there, and so is that one. Superb. From this view, you can really see the differences. The roof is not made of straw and shit, but rather proper slats of leather, it appears. Before we begin this grand party, I better go get Georgina. She hasn't actually been in my big mansion yet. I better go spend the night with her and make myself feel very good. Georgina, I've been looking everywhere for you. Now I have provided you with superior housing. How about you spend the night in my house, huh? No? No? What on earth is going on? You found a better man who isn't so far up his own arse? What are you talking about, man? Sorry, woman. Fine. I will go and find Lisa instead. More views of the village. Quite depressed Georgina doesn't like me. But this place, it is rather magnificent. Superb. This entire street will be full of better people, not filthy peasants. You know, seeing as I got rejected, I will kick them all out and have wealthier people in which they will all suck up to me for better things. Damn the peasants. I stand here today as my final diary production. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to see more of things like this, please tell me. It has been a pleasure creating this video for you, and I do hope that you like the game. It is going to be most glorious when it is finally finished. I bid you farewell. Cheerio!